experience. Later on we'll share it, because the more you share, the more you open up, right? Few things I want to discuss with you. That yesterday when she was doing PLR, she did so nicely for Sonal. I was really happy that without I taught you much, in spite of that she did very intensely. But few things we need to more add on to our what we call the process. That's few steps are more important. Like when we try to make them relax, at the same time in between we have to heal them, because we are giving pause. Like you say 10 and then you're giving a pause, then you say 9. So between 9 and 10 you have to put the symbols, and you have to make them also to put the symbols on their own. Is it right? This one factor you need to add on in very routing in your PLR session, because the thing is you are therapist and even they are therapist. You are healer, even they are healer. If they are not healer, then it's other way around, that only you have to heal them, right? So you can just ask them to put this, keep on putting the symbols. Now few things here you can note down, that why we are doing PLR. That is very important. So in mathematics you must have heard about the permutation and combination, right? Right? So same way, this PLR is also nothing but a permutation and combination of different combination of two things. You can write the combination of two things. One is energy, one is consciousness. So I will give you some conditions and then you can tell which is better condition in this. Okay. The first condition is low energy and high consciousness. The second is high energy and low consciousness. Third is only energy and no consciousness. Fourth is only consciousness and no energy. And last is balanced of energy and consciousness. So this permutation of combination in our human life is between this energy and consciousness. Is it clear? Again, the permutation and combination is between two energies. Two energies means masculine energy and feminine energy. Is it okay? In consciousness you cannot divide, but energy you can divide into masculine energy and feminine energy. Again, the permutation and combination is more feminine energy and less masculine energy. More masculine energy and less feminine energy. Is it right? So it's like snake and ladder game you had played or no? Yes. In your childhood. That's the same thing in PLR. We are just playing the snake and ladder game. And we have the dice. Dice is not in it is in our hand, but number is not in our hand. When you put, it comes 2, it comes 6, it comes 4, and you have to just step out. Is it right? Same thing is happening with us. Sometimes we have high energy and low consciousness. So in all these different type of condition, you put your mind and you tell me what does it mean. You can read, you can go through whatever you have written now. Yeah, in all these different condition, you can just put your mind that what happens if there is high energy and low consciousness, what happens when there is more masculine and less feminine. You can just put your mind, put your inputs in it.
When you say high energy, so may I know what are you referring to? High energy and low consciousness.
Yeah.
Is the consciousness which is our ego consciousness.
Yeah. See, I will tell you one thing. Yeah. See, one thing I will tell you. Energy, normally it should be from root Muladhara chakra to Manipur only. Right? Above that is high energy. Above the Manipur chakra is high energy. Consciousness should be from heart chakra to crown chakra. You must have seen the thermometer, right? In that thermometer there is a mercury. You have seen a mercury. So when we have fever, the mercury comes up. It shows that high temperature. The same thing is with us. When we have ego, there is a high energy but low consciousness. You got it clear? Right? Like Ravan had very high energy but low consciousness. Is it right? So there are different conditions in our day-to-day life through which we are going. All this we are going. People, those who are thoroughly spiritual people, many times they have high consciousness, and even in the low energy also they are okay. They suffer from cancer and so many diseases, but they are okay. Energy is very low, like saintly people, big saints, sadhus, they suffer with big diseases, very low energy when we see their aura. But consciousness is very high, so they are not disturbed with those diseases. And this is what you have to achieve in your life. Even if energy is less, consciousness should not come down. That is beautiful thing. Is it right? So you can think about it, in which condition you must have gone through in your day-to-day life, and how did you react or how did you respond to it. You can think about it. So when you will be doing these PLR sessions, you will understand in which condition the energy was very high and there was low consciousness. Like in terrorist attack, there is only energy, there is no consciousness. All these terrorist people, they have no consciousness. They have only high energy. They just want to kill the people. Now we got the system, understand? Is it right? So when we are doing some kriyas, we rise our energy. Kriyas. And when we means that's like we are rising our kundalini when we are doing kriyas. Is it right? And why we are doing kriyas? Why we are rising our energy? For manifestation, for action. Is it right? But real sadhana is not kriya, means just to rise the energy. Real sadhana is to rise your consciousness, and that is called evolution. So people have misinterpreted these two words, because scientifically they don't know what is different between the energy and consciousness. So consciousness is a space of awareness. You can write, it's a space of awareness. Means when I am observing you without judgment, this is consciousness. When I am observing you with judgment, it is energy. So in major two conditions we do mistakes. One is in lowest energy and in highest energy. In this condition we are doing more mistakes. Like I will tell you one thing. Nowadays what is happening, when people get drained going to office and doing day-to-day work, they get drained, their energy is very low. They take stimulants, smoking and alcohol. Normally this trend is there. They don't understand, in that condition they should meditate it. They should do some spiritual activity. They should do some religious activity, they should do some mantra chanting and rise the energy, rather than taking the external stimulants and just boosting up temporary energy. They take Red Bull and what things they are taking. Is it right? Sportsmen, they take some drugs to give best performance. Even actresses, they are taking some drugs and all these things, because they don't know that in this condition we need to naturally rise the energy. So when you are taking raw food, the energy is boosted up. You can eat lots of vegetable, fruits, and your energy is good, good enough to handle your day-to-day work. But normally it is not happening. So this generation, they don't know how to rise natural energy. They artificially stimulate their energies. That's the thing. So awareness is eyes of wisdom. Awareness is, what is awareness? Eyes of wisdom. Means awareness will tell you whether you should rise your energy or you should rise your consciousness. You have always an option.
Please repeat the last thing.
Yeah. So awareness has an option. It's like, umpire. In umpire in cricket, what they say, yeah, he's out, he's no ball, not out. Is it right or not? So our umpire is your self-awareness. It says whether you're good, you're done good thing, or you're not done good thing. You should do this thing or you shouldn't do that thing. You should marry him, you should not marry him. You should make business with him, you shouldn't make business. That is the awareness. So always people say that be aware, and if you are in awareness, means you are in present moment. If you are not in awareness, either you are in past or in future. So in highway, there is written one slogan, Nazar hati durgatna gati. You have read?
Yeah.
Highway पे लिखा होता है ना, Nazar hati durgatna gati. Means if there is no awareness, then you might meet some accident. Is it right? The same thing is happening with us in relationship and everywhere. When we are not aware, we speak something abnormal, we behave abnormally, we abuse someone, we react to something, situations, because we are not aware. It is trying to teach you something, you are not learning it, but you are trying to teach someone rather than you yourself learning in that situation. Is it clear? So awareness should be like, where is my energy, whether it is more or less. Where is my consciousness, whether it is more or less. That is a work of your awareness. Is it right? So in PNR, what happens, any scenario, if the person is very happy, means that situation he had a good awareness, that situation he had a good consciousness, and he was happy in that moment. In some situation, like when she was doing her PLR and she was crying and she said, I am alone and no one is with me, the energy was very low, and so we reacted to that low energy and we wanted someone with us. Is it right? So all these things, as I said, it's a permutation and combination of two things only, nothing more than that. Is it right? So by putting the symbols, Karuna symbols, we are rising the consciousness. By putting the Reiki symbol, Prani killing symbols, by putting the mantra chanting, we are rising the energy. Now you got the difference? उनकी energy बढ़ानी है या चेतना बढ़ानी है? That's the two difference. If you want to rise their energy, put some mantras, Gayatri mantra, Mrutyunjay mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, Navkar mantra, whatever. If you want to rise their energy level, and if you want to rise their consciousness, put Karuna healing symbols.
So if you do Kundalini yoga
Huh.
or dance or sing,
All energies rise.
that's all energy.
All energies rise. Yes, yes. But if you are with awareness, if you are doing, you wouldn't allow the Kundalini to rise beyond its limit, because then you will not be able to handle it. Is it right? Suppose I am putting my mobile in charging socket, and if I see it's 100, I will just remove it. And if I am not aware, I'll just continue the whole night, and next day the battery will get blast. Is it right? So same thing is happening. We are rising all this tantric kriya, what people are doing it. They are trying to rise their energy to manifest their dreams. They are not rising their consciousness. So all these procedures which people are doing, you go to Banaras, you go to Allahabad, all such places, they are just rising their energy, they are not rising their consciousness. And that's the reason, they we are parasite on them. We are always dependent on them. We just pay them money and we tell, please chant some mantra, do Rahu jap for us, Ketu jap for us, do some puja, do some karma kand, kriya for us. Is it right? But actually you have to perform, because you have that dosha. You have the Kal Sarpa dosha, you have the Vastu dosha or astrological dosha. How can you hire someone and make them to do it? Is it right? Like I am weak in maths and I am asking you to write my paper. How is it going to work? You will write because you are good in maths. But that score is not going to help me in my future. Is it right? So just we are doing it because we don't want to perform on ourselves. So all this spiritual activity, why we are teaching you, so that you perform on your own. You don't depend on any priest or anyone else, XYZ. Is it right? So somewhere where energy was low, you reacted. Somewhere consciousness was low, you reacted. Somewhere energy was very high, you reacted. Is it right? Somewhere awareness was lost, you reacted. And that is where the PRR has to be performed, to bring back to the awareness, to bring back to the consciousness and seek the forgiveness and break the loop pattern of repetition, and next time you wouldn't make same mistake. Is it clear? Because you will understand, no, I made mistake because my consciousness was very low. I slapped him, I used some bad words, XYZ. Is it right? So when you heal, you bring back your consciousness to the heart chakra, to the crown chakra. When you seek forgiveness, when you are healing yourself, you are healing that person whom you have hurt, you bring back your consciousness. So this is how you understand that next time I wouldn't do this mistake. Is it right? So that's a bye-bye to that scenario. It's only just for that moment, something happened that you learn the lesson, that person should learn the lesson. Is it right? Is it clear?
Yes.
So these two things you understood. Now the second thing what we have written here about the masculine and feminine energy. So in general about consciousness and energy, I think so matter is clear to you. Is it right? Your body needs energy. Your soul needs consciousness. Is it right? But your evolution needs awareness. If you are aware, you are evolved. If you are not aware, you are not evolved. I did everything with awareness, means I did everything with maturity. I did with my evolved mind.
So the balanced energy and the balanced consciousness.
That is the best. And that is where you have to understand, when energy is high, you need grounding work. You need to put both of your hands on the floor and just ask the Mother Earth to take the excess of energy. You can hug the tree, or you can send healing energy to any of your family members, your relatives, or you can take the crystals in your hand and you can just charge the crystals. So the excess of energy stored in the crystal. You are safe now. Is it right? So I also many times, I just hold my crystal because I feel there's lots of energy in me. So you should be sensitized to your own self with the level of energy and consciousness. You shouldn't be sensitized to other people. If you're sensitized to other people, then you're judgmental. If you're sensitized to yourself, means you are living with awareness. This is the difference, So cut all the focus which is outside. Put all your focus inside.
So what do you mean, like sometimes we will start judging ourselves also?
That is also lack of awareness.
So no, with this procedure, like you're saying, you should always.
You should be aware about the activity. You shouldn't judge yourself. Otherwise you will go into guilt consciousness. Is it right? That is the main thing. Yeah.
So what are the symptoms like of when the
Yeah.
What do we do?
See, it's very clear. We must have noted ourselves. When energy is high, we have lots of anger, irritation. We are not able to handle ourselves. We are not able to handle other people also. Right? Like in my high stage of energy, I'm meditating and someone is making some noise. I'm just shouting, "Arey, don't do anything." But if my consciousness is high, I don't mind whatever the things are going around me, doesn't matter. I am just cool and calm.
So, sir, in a state of anger or negative energy
Yeah.
is high.
Yeah.
So if we hold our crystals, then negativity will go into it.
Yes. That will absorb the negativity. And then you can put into the salt water or you can just put the symbols so again they are recharged. Is right? So that is the thing. Otherwise you can charge the water, you can drink the water and again you are balanced. That's the best way. Right?
So people after even meditation or whatever, any dharam kriya, samayik or anything, after they get up, they get very charged and they start screaming around. So that is also a kind of high energy.
Hi, and you must have seen in your south temples also, all those priests, all the time they are shouting.
Govinda, Tirupati, they are like always.
Always they are shouting.
Yeah.
Even there is no queue, no people behind us, they'll say, "Come, get out from here." We'll say, "No one is behind us," because it's their subconscious tendency.
Yeah, they start.
And and they suffer from diabetes because because of the high energy of the idol. All the time they are in that auric field, their solar plexus is so overcharged, so there are lots of anger and they're diabetic people. Their belly is also always big, you must have seen that. Is it right? So they never acknowledge that they need to rise the consciousness, and they will say, "Arey, give 100 rupees to me, give 500 rupees to me." So we say the temples are in abundance, and this they keep on begging the money. Now we got the point. So they lack of consciousness. There is more energy, but there is no consciousness. That's why they keep on begging the money. Give to me also, give to me also. That's the main thing. So that's why you should go to any church or any dargah or gurudwara, wherever you go, you should rise your energy to certain extent. After that, just be aware that your consciousness is coming up. You do some spiritual procedure over there. That is a transformational process. After the transformation, the energy gets converted into consciousness. If there is no transformation, there is no consciousness.
Like I just recently went to Sedona in Arizona.
Ha.
So that is considered to be one of the
Yeah.
very, on the spiritual
Yeah.
and stuff. And there are certain places where there is a highest vortex
Yeah.
area.